In this tutorial, we will shake our camera when we take damage or die. We can see the our camera just shaking, as you can see. Okay, so let's get into that. Okay, without furthering delay, let's get dive into it. Okay, to do so, I will move to the scene sample scene view firstly. Okay, so let's get into that. I'm gonna remove this uh, fade out. Okay, so I want to shake my camera when I take damage, when this player takes damage or just get destroyed right after the enemy attacks. At that moment, I just want to shake my camera. Okay, something like this. Just wait. So over here we can see we takes damage. Okay, uh, we takes damage, but anyway we not shaking our camera. Okay, to shake it, what I want to do, so go over to hierarchy. Okay, go to hierarchy, right click or hit this plus icon, create an empty game object. Okay, and reset the transform, right click and reset the transform, and make that game object something like cam parent. Okay, and place your main camera something like I did over here. Place this main camera just top of this game object, so our main camera will be child of this game object. Okay, so the or else the shake will be little bit weird, so that's why we need to do that. Okay, just create an empty game object and then take your main camera, just place it top of this game object, and then that main camera will be child of this game object. Okay, so I already have done it something like over here. I created an empty game object, as you can see, and I just place my main camera top of it. Basically the main camera is a child of our cam parent. Okay, so we want to shake our camera. Okay, we want to shake our camera. To do so, select this main camera. We will create two animation clip for this main camera. One will be shake and one will be just not, it will not be shake, it will be like this. Okay, so we will create two animation states, and when we takes damage, then we will trigger, we will go to that shake animation clip, and shake animation will play the shake animation. Okay, I hope you get the idea what I am talking about. What? Okay, so to do so, select this main camera, go over to animation tab. If you can find animation tab, you just have to go to window in the top, then in the bottom side you can see animation, or control C, it will bring up the animation tab, as well as you need this animator tab. Okay, so just select the main camera and click on this create button. Okay, and let's go to assets. Over there I created this animation folder, so right click and the new folder. Okay, to keep things organized, name the folder animation. So let's go to that, and I will also create a subfolder. So right click, new folder, let's call this folder to camera underscore animation. Okay, animation, and click on enter, and let's go to that folder, subfolder, and let's rename this animation clip to something like camera shake. So I will name it camera underscore shake. Okay, camera underscore shake. And what I want to do, uh, select this F to focus on, select the main camera. Okay, F to focus on, and hit this record button to record your animation. Okay, so we will move to one frame, and in the Y axis I want to move this camera a little bit away, something like in Y. So position we have to go something like minus 2. Okay, in the X minus 2, in the X we just shifting a little bit, and we will also shift in the Y axis a little bit. Okay, something like point 2 in the Y, and we will go one more frame, and then we will set back to 0 one more time. Okay, so 0 0, and now what I want to do, so let's move to one more frame once again, and for this X, now I will type a positive number. Okay, which is shifting, and for this Y I will put minus point 0.2. Okay, and let's go to one more frame, and then let's set this one back to 0 0. Okay, Now if I hit this play button, as you can see, camera is like shaking. Okay, I hope you get the idea. Okay, so once you done, click on this record button one more time, and we need to create one more animation clip for this main camera, which will be just played as normal. Okay, it will not be shake. So let's create that. So click on over here, camera shake, create a new clip. Let's name this clip to camera underscore something like ideal. Okay, let's call it camera underscore ideal. And what I want to do in this, I don't want to do anything like this. So hit this record button and just capture it, nothing. Okay, so it will be like this, something like ideal animation we know. So this is like main camera ideal. Okay, so select this game object. Okay, and move to this animator tab. As you can see, camera shake is default, but we don't want to shake our camera when the game starts. When we go over to game right away, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we will select this camera ideal, and we will make this one as a default state. So click right click on it and set as layer default store default state. So the camera ideal is now default state. Now if I hit this play button, the camera will not be shaked right after the game start. Okay, so we need to move to this camera shake animation clip. But when we shoot, when we take damage, when we die, anything, anywhere, you can call it. Okay, it's totally up to you where you want to call it, but I want to call it when I die. Okay, so basically we need to make transition to this shake. So right click on idle and make transition to idle. Okay, and hit this plus icon, and I will untick as soon as we take damage. I want to play the shake animation clip, so that's why I unticked. Okay, also set this transition duration to 0. Okay, and the bottom side, scroll to the bottom, we have to choose a condition, it's which condition we want to go. So I will set a some certain condition. In the left side you can see parameter in animator tab. So hit this plus icon and select this trigger in the bottom. Let's call this to shake. Okay, shake, and we will choose this parameter. So select this shake and hit this plus icon in the inspector and choose that condition which is shake. So if we trigger this parameter, the camera shake will animation will be played. But we also need to go back to ideal animation clip, or we will stack in the camera shake animation clip forever. So we also need to go back to ideal camera idle animation clip. Okay, so right click on camera shake and make transition to idle. So select this arrow. So what we want to do, we want to say we will leave it this as exit time, because and choose this exit time to something like 1, because we want to play the 100% animation clip of shake, and then we will move to the ideal animation clip. Okay, so that's why we put a 1 basically means 100%. So we will play the 100% shake animation clip of main camera, and then we will play this ideal animation clip. Okay, and let's choose transition duration to 0. We don't want any delay, and we will not choose any condition for it. It will go automatically after shaking, so that's why we're not choosing any condition over here. So it will go to automatically. Okay, and if we go to project tab, then animation we created, let's choose this camera underscore animation. As you can see, we have both of those animation clip, ideal and the camera shake. So select both of them, go over to inspector, over there uncheck this loop time. Okay, or the animation will be looped. Okay, so that's why I am just unticking. Okay, so now if I move to animator tab and hit this play button, when I trigger this shake parameter, okay, when I trigger this shake parameter, the shake animation will be played right away of our game. Okay, so just wait. As you can see, our camera idle animation is just playing over again and again. Sorry, not again, we untick the loop time. Okay, if I retry, as you can see, we can jump. But if I trigger this parameter, as you seen, the camera is shaking. Let me show that one more time. As you can see, when I trigger this shake parameter, the camera seems like it's shaking. Okay, So I hope you get the idea. So basically we need to set this parameter through our code. But when the enemy takes sorry player game objects takes damage, or player game object totally get destroyed, at that moment I want to shake my camera. Okay, so let's open up our script. You can do it anywhere you want, it's totally up to you. So I will open up our my uh, player script. Over there I will do. Okay, sorry, I just having the tea over here. So basically firstly we need a reference of this game object. If I select this main camera, as you can see in the bottom side, if you scroll down, an animator component has been added to our main camera. So by this animator component, we can access this, we can trigger this shake parameter. So basically we need a reference of this animator of main camera. Okay, then we can switch up the animation we do want. Okay, so let's go to script one more time, and let's go. Firstly let's get the reference. So let's go to top of our class, sorry, top of our class. Let's make a public firstly we need public animator. Okay, sorry, public animator, and I will call this one to cam underscore animator, basically means camera animator. Okay, and close that off with semicolon, control S to save your code, and let's move to Unity now. So in player script we would expect to see an empty field of animator cam animator will appear. So what do we do need? We just have to drag this main camera right there. So so we will have the main camera animator component, and by this component we can trigger this shake. Okay, shake parameter, and we know if we shake this parameter it will play the shake animation clip of our main camera. Okay, so just wait for to compile when it's. So if we select our player game object, as you can see an game underscore animator field appeared. So what we need, select this main camera and drag it right there. So now we have the main camera animator component, as you can see the reference. Now we can trigger that parameter by going to this main camera animator component, and we can just trigger this parameter. So let's open up our script one more time. You can do it anywhere you want. So I want to do it when I take damage and when the player game objects totally get destroyed. At that moment I want to shake my animation. Okay, basically I want to shake my camera. You can do it anywhere you want, it's totally up to you. So I will go over to my so over here I'm just calling this take damage function. Okay, so I will move to this take damage. Basically I am just taking damage, basically colliding with those game object or obstacle, or you can say spikes. Okay, so at that moment I will go to, and so we have to go to animator, not animator, cam animator. Okay, make sure cam animator, that main camera animator, and then dot we have to use this set trigger function, and in brackets we have to pass the id or the parameter name. Okay, you have to pass the same name as you did in animator tab, make sure it. Okay, which is the is capitalized. Okay, so in quotation you have to type the parameter name, and close that off with semicolon, control S to save your code. Let's copy this line of code by control C, and I will paste when the my game objects or the player game object get totally destroyed. At that moment I also do want my camera to shake. Okay, so I have to find the die function over here, I can see. So let's do that, let's paste that line of code. So we going to cam animator, and then we triggering that shake parameter. Okay, so control S on your keyboard to save your code, and let's move to Unity now. So when we takes damage, or when we takes damage, and then when we takes damage or when we die, we just are going to main camera animator, and then we triggering this shake. Okay, and you know if we trigger this shake parameter, it will play the shake animation clip right after we collide or take damage with something. Okay, so just wait for to compile, and I hope now If I clear the console now, okay, and then hit this play button in the top, so just wait and see. Okay, so I hope it will work fine. If I jump, I can slide, I can attack. So just to, let's take damage. As you can see, when we taking damage, okay, and when we die, we playing the shake animation clip. Let me show you one more time. Okay, so if I collect, as you can see, the shake animation just playing, and after completing the shake animation, it's playing one more time the ideal animation uh, of man camera. Okay, so if I just hit play, so one more time I have to show you. So as you can see, I hope you get the idea how it's working. Okay, so I hope you can get the idea how you can shake your main camera anywhere you want. Okay, it's totally up to you. Okay, and lastly, thanks for watching this video. Okay, goodbye.